So since the release of the Nintendo Switch, we have seen multiple different type of clone Nintendo Switch consoles, and I personally love my Nintendo Switch. I was a day one adopter, and I really enjoy playing this. I have over 300 Nintendo Switch games, and I really enjoy just being able to play it on the TV and take it wherever I go. And then came the Valve Steam Deck, and it really kind of changed everything that I really wanted within Nintendo Switch. Hey gamers, welcome back to the channel once again. If you're finding me for the very first time, please do me a favor, smash that thumbs up and subscribe button. That way you guys can stay up to date on all future content here on the channel. So in this video, I'm gonna kind of go over some of the pros and cons of going from the Nintendo Switch to the Valve Steam Deck. Which one do I prefer? This is not gonna be a Nintendo Switch rant video, so if that's what you're looking for, I do apologize ahead of time, because that's not what you're going to get. I am a massive fan of the Nintendo Switch. I mean, I love video games in general, whether it's the PS5, the Xbox Series X, it does not matter to me. Whatever platform allows me to play the games that I love the way I want to play it is the platform that I'm going to jump on. Now, like I said previously, I've been a day one adopter of the Nintendo Switch, playing Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I absolutely love the console. Now, we are fully aware at this point that Nintendo Switch hardware is really struggling, and a lot of these games are having a hard time to even play at 30 frames per second, and we do really need that kind of Switch Pro or Switch revision to give us a little more power. And then Valve came out with the Steam Deck, and at first I was like, this is too good to be true. There's no way this thing is as good as it actually is. And then we had, the pre-orders, and once the pre-orders were over with and this thing was up live for everybody to purchase, I decided I was going to pull the trigger and purchase the Valve Steam Deck. And I picked up the third model, which was the 512 gigabyte model, because if I'm going to spend the money, I might as well get the one with the biggest hard drive space. And just like the Nintendo Switch, you can put a micro SD card into the Steam Deck in order to expand the storage. So I played with this thing for the past 3 weeks, and I have to be completely honest. I got to be honest with you guys. I was in the middle of playing Bayonetta 3 when my Steam Deck showed up at my door, and I kind of stopped playing Bayonetta 3 and haven't touched my Switch since. But to be fair, I haven't touched none of my consoles since the Steam Deck has come into my life. This little beefy boy has completely changed everything in my gaming world, and it just blows my mind how much I'm loving this thing. Yes, some games are supported, some games are listed as not supported, but you have certain ways to play certain games that you want to play, like Jedi Fallen Order, Resident Evil 3 Remake, and I think that's what kind of separates the Valve Steam Deck versus the Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch, if you want first party exclusive games like Mario Odyssey, The Legend of Zelda, like Nintendo Switch is the console for you. If you want Pokemon, Nintendo Switch is the console for you. And I don't think the Valve Steam Deck has to be your exclusive system to play, but it can be. Whereas I like to have options. If I want to play Pokemon, I still have my Nintendo Switch. But to be honest with you, I'm enjoying the Steam Deck more because I have so many more options to do things the way I want to do, right? Nintendo Switch, I can play it in dock mode, and I can play it in handheld mode. And yes, the battery life with the OLED is much better than the Steam Deck, but the battery life in the Steam Deck is not as bad as many people make it out to be. But other than playing the Nintendo Switch in dock and portable mode, that's pretty much it. But when it comes to AAA games, the Nintendo Switch doesn't really have that. And even new games like Bayonetta 3 drops frame rates throughout the game. Where you look at something like the Steam Deck and you play games like AAA games like Sonic Frontier. I'm playing Sonic Frontier exclusively only through my Steam Deck, and I'm having a blast playing it. It looks great, the frame rate is stable, and I get to play other AAA games like a Jedi Fallen Order, Tales of Arise, or even Resident Evil 3 Remake. I bought the Steam Deck to be my RPG machine, right? This was going to be my Final Fantasy RPG machine. I was going to go through, buy the Pixel Remaster, and it was going to be strictly my JRPG machine. And then when I realized how much more this thing actually is, you can put this thing on a dock, go into desktop mode, hook a keyboard and mouse up to it, and you now have a personal computer. And through that, it opens up even more possibilities of things you can do in desktop mode. Then you can go back into Steam mode, you can play your games on the TV just like you can the Switch, and just like the Nintendo Switch, you can play things in portable mode. So it has a lot more different options. Now, to me, the reason why I think I haven't touched my Switch or any of my other consoles in the past 3 weeks since I got the Steam Deck was because there's a large library of games on Steam, and most of them work. I would say like 90% of them work. And not only that, the games are really, really cheap. Steam always has sales going on. You can get big AAA games for $5. Like, I was able to pick up Remember Me for $5. I got to pick up the Devil May Cry collection for like $7. Even Resident Evil 3 Remake and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order were only $4.99 when I purchased it. And not only does Steam have great sales, but other websites like Humble Bundled and Green Man Gaming sell Steam games at a discounted price as well. So it's so easy to go on one of these websites and drop like $10 and get like 2 or 3 really solid games. Now, for me, price is a very important thing. It's expensive to get into gaming, and Nintendo Switch first-party exclusive games don't normally go on sale very often. Yet we get a lot of different sales through Steam and other websites, and sure, you can play something like a God of War Horizon and pay full price for it on Steam, but there's also other backlog games that play really well that are fantastic AAA games that you can get 80% off and have just as much fun playing. And I'm talking about high quality, fun games. Like, these are fantastic games. So to me, I'd rather save like $50 instead of buying one game and buy multiple games on these Steam sales. That way I can increase my library, and being able to play these games portable, I have more options and more time to play these games. And that's what I really like. Yes, the Nintendo Switch also has sales, but they don't have sales like Steam. I still love my Nintendo Switch. I love it a lot. Like, this is my little guy. Like, he's my little buddy. I'm always going to play my Nintendo Switch for those first-party games. But for the third-party games, it's just, they run better on the Steam Deck. They're visually better. You can mess with the frame rate. You can set it the way you want to play it. And although Nintendo Switch has some great ports like The Witcher and Doom, on the Steam Deck, we get way better quality games, and that just kind of shows you the hardware limitation that is on the Nintendo Switch. I think the Nintendo Switch is great for casual gamers. By all means, I still love mine a lot, but I think if you want something a little bit more beefier, something a little bit more power, I think Steam Deck is the way to go. Look, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, the Steam Deck completely just blindsided me and blew me away. I did not think I was going to enjoy this thing as much as I did. I just love the option to be able to play my Steam library on my PC, to play it on the go in handheld mode, or I can take my dock and hook it up to my TV and play with an Xbox controller on my TV. It's literally 3 systems in one. Not only that, it's a computer. It's 3 systems and a personal computer all in one little handheld device. Look, if you're someone who's on the fence and you don't know if you should pull the trigger and you don't know if the Steam Deck is for you, I would definitely say think about it and possibly go for it, because if you're someone who's playing a Nintendo Switch or maybe some of the other consoles and you want something that's a little more beefier that you can take wherever you want and really be able to play high quality games the way you want to play it, I think the Steam Deck is for you. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you own a Steam Deck? Do you own a Nintendo Switch? Which ones do you prefer, and what are some of the pros and cons to both systems? Leave those comments in the comment box below. Be sure to smash that like and subscribe button. That way you guys can stay up to date on all future content. Until next time, guys, as always, I am Robert Storms. Thanks for watching.